Friends, we can all see that many white bloggers have millions of followers. Please support me too, because my followers are still few. Black bloggers also deserve to be famous. My friends, let's unite and lift each other up. Please press subscribe button and like. In the bustling halls of Lincoln High, the fluorescent lights flickered, illuminating the chaos of students rushing to their classes. Aisha Thompson, a 16-year-old junior, maneuvered through the crowd, her chemistry textbook clutched tightly against her chest. Her denim jacket, slightly frayed at the cuffs, was a badge of honor, a testament to her resilience. With tightly coiled hair bouncing with each step, Aisha's deep mahogany skin stood out among the sea of faces, some of whom whispered as she passed. Having moved to this suburban Chicago school 2 years ago, Aisha had learned to carry herself with a quiet confidence instilled by her grandmother, a civil rights activist who had marched for equality. Never let them dim your light, Grandma Rose would remind her, a mantra that echoed in Aisha's mind. But today, that light was about to be tested. As Aisha approached her locker, she felt a sharp tug at her collar, yanking her backward. Her textbook slipped from her grasp, hitting the floor with a dull thud that echoed in the suddenly quiet hallway. Laughter erupted, cruel and mocking, as Aisha turned to face her tormentors. Courtney Daniels, the self-proclaimed Queen Bee of Lincoln, stood there, her manicured fingers gripping Aisha's jacket. Flanked by Jake, a hulking football player, and Mia, a petite girl with a vicious tongue, they formed a formidable trio. "What's the rush, Aisha? Off to read about your precious Black history again?" Courtney sneered, her voice dripping with mockery. The crowd snickered, phones already out, capturing every moment of Aisha's humiliation. Aisha's heart raced, but instead of retreating, she stepped closer, her voice steady. "Let go of my collar, Courtney. Now." The crowd gasped, the air thick with anticipation. Courtney's smirk faltered, but she tightened her grip, leaning in. "Or what? You going to cry about it?" What happened next would become legendary. Aisha didn't cry. Instead, she reached up, grabbed Courtney's wrist, and twisted it with a precision honed from years of self-defense classes. Courtney yelped, stumbling back, her minions too stunned to react. Aisha picked up her books and faced the crowd, her voice ringing out clear and unshaken. "Anyone else want to try me today?" The hallway fell silent, phones still recording, but now capturing something unexpected: Aisha's unyielding strength. This moment ignited a chain of events that would unravel secrets, forge unlikely alliances, and expose the dark underbelly of Lincoln High's social hierarchy. By lunchtime, the video of Aisha's defiance had gone viral, racking up thousands of views on social media. Hashtags like #AishaFightsBack trended locally, with some calling her a hero and others labeling her a troublemaker. Aisha sat alone in the cafeteria, scrolling through the comments on her phone. "Queen," one user wrote. "She's just looking for attention," another sneered. Despite the negativity, Aisha remained resolute. Growing up in a neighborhood where gunshots punctuated the night, she'd learned to keep her head down and her dreams big. Her goal was to become a civil rights lawyer, fighting for those who had faced injustice, just like her grandmother. This hallway incident was merely a bump in the road. However, the school administration saw it differently. By second period, Aisha was summoned to Principal Hirov's office. The infamous video played on his computer as he rubbed his temples. "Aisha, we have a zero-tolerance policy for physical altercations," he said, his voice weary. "But she grabbed me first, sir." "I was defending myself," Aisha replied, her posture straight and unapologetic. Hirov sighed, knowing the influence of Courtney's wealthy parents loomed over every decision. "I understand, but we have to follow protocol. You'll serve a week of detention. Courtney will receive a warning." Aisha's jaw tightened, but she nodded. The injustice stung, but she had expected it. As she left the office, she passed Courtney, who flashed a triumphant smirk. "See you around, Aisha," she taunted. Aisha's mind raced. She wouldn't let Courtney win this time. Detention was held in a stuffy classroom overseen by Ms. Carter, a no-nonsense English teacher. Aisha took a seat in the back, her notebook open but her mind elsewhere. That's when she noticed Malik, a quiet senior known for his coding skills and love of anime. He glanced at Aisha, giving her a nod of respect. Saw the video? You didn't back down. That's rare around here. Over the next few days, Aisha and Malik bonded in detention. He shared stories of his own run-ins with Courtney, and Aisha opened up about her dreams of becoming a lawyer. One afternoon, Malik leaned in, his voice barely above a whisper. I'm working on something, an app for kids like us, ones who get pushed around and don't have a voice. You in? Aisha's curiosity piqued. What kind of app? Malik grinned, pulling out his laptop. It's called Speak Out. Anonymous, secure, and it's going to shake things up. Speak Out became their secret project, a platform where students could submit anonymous stories of bullying. Aisha collected stories from other students, quiet kids, nerds, outcasts, who had been humiliated by Courtney and her crew. Each story fueled Aisha's resolve, and soon, Speak Out began to take shape. The app launched quietly, but its impact was immediate. By the end of the first week, dozens of stories poured in, each verified for authenticity. Aisha's captions were raw and powerful, calling out the culture of cruelty without naming names. This school protects the powerful and silences the rest. It's time to speak out. The posts went viral, shared across social media, and for the first time, victims of bullying felt seen. Aisha and Malik watched the app's analytics skyrocket, their hearts pounding with a mix of excitement and fear. They had started something big, but success came with a cost. Courtney, furious at the app's popularity, suspected Aisha's involvement. She launched a vicious campaign to discredit Aisha, spreading rumors that she was a liar who had faked the hallway incident for attention. The rumors hit hard, especially when Aisha's younger sister, Nia, came home crying after hearing them at her middle school. Aisha hugged her sister, her resolve hardening. They're scared, Nia. Scared people lash out. At home, her parents were supportive but worried. You're poking a bear, Aisha, her father cautioned. Just make sure you're fighting for something worth it. One rainy afternoon, Aisha was approached by Sarah, Courtney's childhood friend. Can we talk? Sarah whispered, glancing nervously over her shoulder. In an empty classroom, she revealed a bombshell. Courtney's perfect life was a facade. Her father faced legal trouble, and her bullying was a way of maintaining control in a world falling apart. Aisha faced a moral dilemma. Use Sarah's information to take Courtney down or protect Sarah's trust and focus on the bigger fight. After a sleepless night, Aisha chose the latter. You're doing the right thing, she told Sarah. Help us make this school better. The trio, Aisha, Malik, and Sarah, became an unstoppable force, uncovering a deeper scandal. Speak Out's data revealed a pattern of negligence, with dozens of complaints buried to protect wealthy students like Courtney. As they prepared for the school assembly, Aisha felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. This was their chance to expose the truth, but the stakes were higher than ever. The day of the assembly arrived, a crisp spring morning heavy with possibility. Aisha took the stage, her heart pounding but her voice steady. She began with her own story, then shared the stories from Speak Out, revealing the administration's negligence and projecting the emails on a screen for all to see. The crowd gasped, parents whispered angrily, and students shifted uncomfortably. This school can be better, Aisha declared. But only if we stop protecting the powerful and start listening to the silenced. The applause started slowly, then grew into a roar. Even some of Courtney's minions clapped, their loyalty shaken. Aisha felt a surge of hope, but she knew the battle was far from over. As she stepped off the stage, Aisha caught sight of Courtney in the front row, her expression a mix of fear and defiance. Would this be the moment that changed everything? Would Courtney finally understand the impact of her actions? Aisha took a deep breath, ready to face whatever came next, knowing that the fight for justice was just beginning. Do you want to know the fate of the heroes? Please post part 2. Subscribe to the channel and continue watching. Your opinion and support are important to me. Leave it in the comments. Thank you.